Alright, for this worked problem, we are asked to determine the x and y components of the vector shown below. So this is a normal force with a magnitude of 300 newtons, and it is 40 degrees up from horizontal. We're going to assume that the x direction is going to be in the horizontal direction, and the y direction is the vertical direction. So once we draw in our axes, we can break this down into x and y components. And the first step with all of this is going to be to draw out a triangle. So that is our original vector, and we want to draw a right triangle. The original magnitude is 300 newtons, so we're going to label that there. The angle right here, this is the 40 degrees. And we're going to use sine and cosine to determine fx, which is this bottom part, and fy, which is this vertical part. So fx is simply going to be the hypotenuse, or 300 newtons, times the cosine of 40 degrees. And if you're doing this in a calculator, it's important to make sure that your calculator is in degrees and not radians. 40 degrees and 40 radians are quite different. So 300 times the cosine of 40 degrees is going to give me 229.8 newtons. And for the y, this is the opposite side on our triangle, so it's going to be 300 times the sine of 40 degrees will give me fy. And that turns out to be 192.8 newtons. So this is the x component here, this is the y component here. We can write this out as a vector. I can write the force, and written as a vector. I use the square brackets to denote that it's a vector. I do the x component first, so 229.8. And then the y component, 192.8. And I'm going to add the units at the end, and the units are newtons. So with that, we've taken a magnitude and direction and turned it into the x and y components for our vector. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again.